Mera Radio Entertainment.
Hello, my name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeOmeraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeOmeraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeOmeraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Pretty satisfied, boys, with not only our president but our healthcare system. I've paid and gotten my brand new health plan that starts April 1st.
Maybe I'm overstepping, but I'd say you have a glow about you today, a healthy glow.
I'm very happy.
Step.
Well, you know, I'm on the back end of this nasty head cold, and it's don't interrupt. And I'm on the back. I'm going to be saying that today. So I'm on the back end of this nasty head cold. And I actually feel that I've turned the corner, but I actually used the healthcare.gov website, got in there with just a few short questions. Bingo bango, they gave me all these options, and I dove in and made my first advance payment today, and I'm insured as of April 1.
You're in.
Are you sure it's not an April Fool's gag?
It is not an April Fool's gag. Neither is moving into a new studio in Florida. That is not an April Fool's gag.
That life is behind us, the life of gags, I believe.
So I am satisfied. So far, at least so far, with this healthcare.gov system. It has worked for me. However, our boy from Bolivia,
yes,
right over here, Mr. Oscar Santana,
yes,
is not having the same easy go of it at healthcare.gov. And I think he is crying discrimination, and I think he may have a case when he talks about that.
Let's all jump in my Ford pickup. Let's jump in the back.
I thought you drove a lowrider now.
No.
Lowrider.
Big wheels. Got a big Mexican flag on the back.
Yes.
Sure. You can actually see through the rear windshield, but it's covered in Mexican flag.
You don't have a blue little kid that's like in a cute cartoon pose? That's
No.
That's El Salvador, right?
I've got the Virgen de Guadalupe right on the back of the tow hitch right there. Just that's hanging there.
Your people do love statuary.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. So, Oscar, for purposes of demonstration, I said, why discuss what your situation is when you can give us just a brief sentence or two about what you're going through, and then we can join him in his pursuit, because he's doing it all via telephone, so we'll be able to listen in.
This is what the big news organizations do. What we're going to do is provide an actual real-time simulation of a young Mexican boy getting his health care.
I am 35 and fairly healthy shape.
You're fairly healthy.
Yeah,
you had some stomach distress.
Yeah, but I would say if you're looking at the overall board, I'm in the healthy range.
Yeah, you actually outside of that hole in your stomach,
yes,
and the myriad of sexually transmitted diseases.
Who knows?
You're doing really well. But the sticking point is not your health. It is not your age. It is your citizenship.
Yes.
Right.
So
it is.
I know. And there's nothing, Mike. There's absolutely nothing funny about that.
Nothing at all.
The big to do
was
a
naturalized citizen.
When I was signing up, they wanted my naturalization number, which is basically on the little form they gave me when I was in Greenbelt, Maryland, at that big courtroom, and I swore in as a citizen. Thank God, my mom still had it in the safe somewhere. Gave him the number. Finally got it. Signed up, and then I get a little email that says, you need to submit more paperwork to certify you're a citizen.
There you go.
After I gave them everything they asked.
Well, they wanted more.
Scanned both copies, sent in my passport, sent in my naturalization form. I go back and I say, well, if I don't sign up by the 15th, which is tomorrow, by the way, I'm going to have to wait till May 1st to get signed up.
Now, we have discussed the fact that you have a passport.
Yes.
Which to me would be all you would need. You have your Social Security number.
I gave them my SOCH, I gave them my passport number, I gave them my naturalization form, and it still says waiting to be reviewed by a caseworker.
Where are you? That's where you are in the process now?
So I called yesterday. I was trying to do my due diligence, and I realized that 2 days from now, if I'm not signed up, I'm boned till May, right?
That's right.
Your favorite expression.
And you know what's really sad is I was doing some research. Obamacare does not cover boning.
I call, and they have a hotline set up because they really tout it. It's open till midnight. So I call around 10, and I say, look, I still have this caseworker that's supposed to look at my paperwork. Can you just go and verify it now or get me something online that can just fast-track this?
Yesterday at 10 a.m., Oscar Santana, in a text message to the group, Ukrainian embassy completely boned me this morning.
Yeah,
that's right.
Damn protest.
Yeah.
Be there at 10:40.
Yeah, they did. They shut down the street. How about you go protest in Ukraine?
So they're reviewing you.
They're reviewing me.
It's not right.
Like a Gestapo.
It's not right.
After I pay my taxes.
It's not right.
And
I don't know.
last night and the night before, they said
They must have a reason, Mike.
They keep on telling me to call back during the day so someone during the day can help me because they have a thin staff at night.
Right.
Like I'm calling some sort of helpline. I am calling what's supposed to take. It's supposed to replace a big insurance business. Like it's supposed to replace Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they tell me to call back during the day when a manager's around.
Yeah, it sucks.
It does.
It sucks.
It's the broken system, is what it is,
Well,
and I'm putting the system on trial.
Why don't we call them?
I enjoy this, people.
Okay, let's call them.
As I call them now, are we up and running here?
We are.
We are. Maybe it's me.
And Rob, let me ask you this: is your health care perfect?
Yes.
You like your health care system?
Wouldn't change it.
His wife works, so she gets health care through her.
Oh, this is the part Oscar likes.
No. They have 3 languages. I don't know what the third one is. It might be Farsi.
DC Health Link, the District of Columbia's
This is
new
what he
health
got.
insurance marketplace for
It
individuals,
sucks.
families, and small businesses. All calls are recorded.
Okay.
That's good.
To learn more
Enough
about
about
God, why do
you.
we have to always
for
be
you and
told
your
that?
family,
Screw
please
you.
Press 1.
All right.
If
Just
you
trying to do individual.
For assistance completing or updating
1.
an app,
I've been down this road before.
Okay,
Good.
so you're going through the system a little
all
quickly.
of our associates are currently assisting other customers.
I don't have to
Your call
because
is very
throughout.
important to us. We will be with you as soon as possible.
Por favor, manténganse en la línea hasta
Okay,
que el
that's
siguiente
Spanish.
representante
Good job,
comience
Rob.
Thank
con
you.
su llamada.
Who
What's
knows
that?
what that is?
The hell was that third one? What other minorities starting to get a headway in this country where we get the third language?
I think it was Greek.
It was great.
That was not Greek.
I don't know.
That was something that was on the no-fly list.
Or could it have been Asian?
No, you know
No.
what? It could have been.
Didn't sound Asian.
It wasn't Mandarin.
Was it
Maybe
Mandarin?
it was. I think.
No, Mandarin would have been.
The DC population would have been. Maybe it's Somalian.
Really?
No.
Oh, like Little Jabril.
Ethiopian, maybe.
I just want to say, the Somalis have a soft place in my heart. No, it's the Tunisians.
Tunisians.
Like Little Jabril.
Regardless, I like the fact that they include all these languages. That's awesome.
So
right?
you're waiting now to speak to somebody?
This is the bit they do. You hold on. I imagine probably by the entertainment page, someone will come on the line. That's 40 minutes from now.
Really?
This is how long you have to wait.
There are 9 callers waiting ahead of
Only
you.
9.
Nine.
not bad.
So I'm just going to stay on the line, and once in
9
a while
should
we'll
be-
just check in.
Okay, you let
Does
me
that
know.
work?
So 9 should be, you figure 10 minutes per person, 90 minutes.
Hour and a half. That's
No
right.
problem at all.
And you know what's bad about this is that Oscar is as American as anybody.
Well, the thing we discussed before is Oscar has a passport.
Yeah.
Oscar has a
Also-
social security number. Why do we need this extra crap? It's the bureaucracy that they attack Obamacare for, and you know what? They shouldn't have that. I'm a believer in Obama. And incidentally, when I say this, when I'm criticizing these people,
Yeah.
it is a criticism based on fixing what I believe is moving in the right direction. Okay,
Right.
I am
I
not.
completely disagree with
I
you.
am not anti-Obamacare.
I am anti-Obama.
Of course you are, because you're a right-wing
I'm
lunatic.
trying to sign up, and they won't take my money.
But the fact is, you're going through it because you are ultimately, at the end of this rainbow, you are probably going to get health care, and you're going to help society as a whole.
In May.
In May.
Let
me just finish, though.
that could happen.
I
in May,
believe
yeah.
in Obamacare. I believe that we should not have to hassle with our health care. And I am somebody who's sitting here, and with what I went through to get the worst health care policy I've ever had 2 years ago, I now just made a phone call. I filled out a brief form, answered some brief questions, and bingo, I got a policy for me, my son, and my wife. So I'm very, very pleased, and I don't think that we should repeal or backtrack, because you know that's going to play into, for all the people that think we're going to do that, you're helping the big money insurance
Yes.
companies if you do that.
Mark my words, it will be repealed.
It
is such a mess.
And you're screwed. And
is-
you might be happy because you've got doctors in your family, because they'll
I'm
benefit
not
from
happy. I'm paying, again, I went through my system.
it. You really
I'm paying
think it should? Do you really think it should
I
be
think
repealed?
it will be, because they dropped the ball.
But
if
do-
someone healthy and young like myself can't sign up within a 4-day period,
We live in a world where everything's got to happen fast.
that's how the big insurance companies work.
Yeah,
and if you're going to replace them, how about you work as fast as they
Hold
do?
on. I speak a little bit from a little more experience on this issue than you.
Okay.
The big insurance companies who I've dealt with, when I had a heart issue, oh my God. Do you realize the big insurance companies, I'm on my 4th year now of dealing with trying to recover money from the big health. 4 years. Not a half an hour on a phone line. 4 years. And I am telling you that if we go back to what we had.
Two different systems.
Wait a minute.
2 different systems. No.
If we go back to what we had, we do not. Make no mistake. This is the myth that you're told about, that we have the greatest healthcare system in the world. We don't. We're about number 35 on the list.
I agree with you there. I'm not saying it's about the healthcare system. You're comparing apples and oranges.
Hold on. Let me just finish my point.
Yes.
Do I think we need to fix what you're dealing with right now? 1,000,000%. Do I think because of what you're going through, we need to repeal the whole enchilada? Absolutely
Mike,
not.
You're comparing apples and oranges. What you're going through is how the system works internally. You're not going over signing up and being part of health insurance.
I basically consider them the exact same thing. Because my process. Hold on, let me answer.
Yes.
My process when I signed up the first go round. You know how many times I was turned down? Count them. 4.
I remember that.
Now that wasn't a half an hour. That was not a half hour on a DC.gov website. That was 4. Hold on.
Yes.
That was 4 application processes. That was 4 discussions with people. That was 4 interviews and 4 rejections.
You're not looking at the bigger picture.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not, because you have to look at it this way. The fact that you were turned down 4 times has nothing to do with that. This system, the basis of Obamacare, counts on the young and healthy signing up.
It counts on everybody signing up.
The young and healthy will carry the rest of the country.
That's the talking point. But that's the way it's always been. So, hold on. That's the way it is for all insurance.
Yeah, but I will say,
the people that have better driving records are the people that carry the people that wrap their car around a telephone pole every other week. That's
don't
the insurance
make it easy
system
for the young and healthy to sign up, and you make it extremely hard. And the tax penalty. You know how much the tax penalty is if you don't sign up? $100.
Now, I will tell you this.
$100.
Would you not agree that if you, for the young and the healthy, that probably don't have this little glitch that you run into, the naturalization issue, it's probably, you probably would already be in and you would already have insurance, correct?
I can't speak to that point because I don't know how it works.
Probably would be true.
And
I think
also,
they're eager to sign people
but
like
if you look at the Latino immigrants in this country that become citizens, they're a big chunk of this country.
And that's where we agree. And that's where they absolutely have to fix this system. But don't go back. But you don't think it should be repealed,
I don't think it should be. I think it will be repealed.
I hope not.
Because not enough people are going to sign up to float the system.
Well, I think it's going to be repealed because you have got a certain mindset in this country politically that's all they want to do is repeal it.
Carries, then good. I'm happy with it.
He's still on hold.
I know.
If the money carries, then I totally get it. If enough young people, I want them to. I actually tweeted healthcare.gov and DC Health Link. I said,
it still isn't
I'm
fixed?
younger. I want to give you my money. I'm willing to pay for the greater good. Take my money.
And I agree with you 100%. This is something that should be fixed. We're talking about the good, in my particular case, and the bad in Oscar's case.
One thing you haven't brought up is he's dealing with the District of Columbia's version of this.
Yeah.
You dealt with a different state.
That's true.
And you know what? It varies state to state.
The great state of Florida.
Stop it. Don't even say it.
Great state of Florida.
Don't even say it.
Amen, baby.
But you know what?
Look, Virginia, you know how many options I had in Virginia when I went to healthcare.gov for Virginia?
Many?
4.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
do you know how many I had in Florida?
How many?
19.
Well, they cater to the infirm down there.
Thank you very much. They do. All right, start the goddamn show.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business. From the entertainment capital of the world.
May I ask you a question? What do you think of me?
What do you mean?
You've known me nearly all your life. You must have formed some opinion of me.
Well, I always thought that you were a very nice person.
Did you know I was an alcoholic?
Look, I think I could be going.
Sit down, Benjamin.
Mrs. Robinson, if you don't mind my saying so, this conversation is getting a little strange. Now, I'm sure that Mr. Robinson will be here any minute now.
No.
What?
My husband will be back quite late. He should be gone for several hours.
Oh, no, Mrs. Robinson, oh, no.
What's wrong?
Mrs. Robinson, you didn't expect...
What?
Here we are. You got me into your house. You give me a drink. You put on music. Now you start opening up your personal life to me and tell me your husband won't be home for hours.
So?
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me. Aren't you? Look, what if Mr. Robinson walked in right now?
What if he did?
Well, it would look pretty funny, wouldn't it?
Don't you think he trusts us together?
Of course he does, but he might get the wrong idea. Anyone might.
I don't see why. I'm twice as old as you are. How could anyone think that?
But they would, don't you see?
Benjamin, I am not trying to seduce you.
I know that, but please, Mrs. Robinson, this is difficult.
Would you like me to seduce you?
What?
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
You know, the oh no that he uses in Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate, that's Dustin Hoffman, would be used decades later in the movie Rain Man.
It's the reason I pulled that tape, because I heard it on my
he uses
iPod.
The same, oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hot water burn baby.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, very, very shocking.
Surprised 20, 30 years before the...
67 to 88,
oh
so
my
I think
God.
21 years.
Oh
yeah.
no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Live from the Cappy Piper Studios, this is the Mike O'Mara Show, broadcasting all over the planet. We are powered by Encore Insurance Services with over 22 million downloads. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and we are heard over the air on the mighty 1630 KCJJ in the heart of the heartland. Go Hawks!
Tommy Lang!
The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners in the world. Why?
Why?
Because they get it like healthcare.
Yeah.
Today's show is brought to you by Fanatics.com.
Great place.
Get ready for the madness. March Madness. Yes, the greatest month in sports is here. You know, I love springtime because I love the fact that you have the NBA and the NHL winding down into their playoff season. Then you have the Final Four and all the exciting college basketball. You have spring training leading into the opening of Major League Baseball. It is a great time of year to be a sports fan, and it's also a great time of year to get all your gear. Right?
Yes.
That's right. Yes, it's that time of year. Wow.
Go Eagles.
Thank you. You should make sure that everyone knows who you are rooting for, so go to Fanatics.com and stock up on official team gear. They've got it all. Jerseys, hats, hoodies, T-shirts, jackets, pullovers, every team in every size. Fanatics.com has everything in stock from infant to 4XL, and of course, fitted gear for the ladies. Rawr.
I saw 16 pages of VCU gear there. I don't even think there's that many students at the school.
I can't wait to show my American University Eagle Blue.
Yeah, go. Wear the blue, Mike. Rock the blue.
Fanatics.com has the largest assortment of gear anywhere, from all of the 64 March Madness teams to pro teams, NASCAR, and so much more. And remember, if you use the code TMOS, you get free shipping with no minimum. Get yourself some gear or find the perfect gift for that fan in your life. Go to Fanatics.com and look for the promo box at checkout and enter TMOS. So fill out your brackets and look great while you do it. Just point and click your way to Fanatics.com. It's that easy. Where sports fans shop, Fanatics.com. Use our code TMOS.
Very nice.
Okay, we started the show with Oscar dealing with the quagmire yes. He's still on hold.
Still on hold.
And I believe I believe the last days of my broadcasting career, I will not go political, but it will be a steady, almost weekly effort.
Oh no!
To change, to mold this young man's mind. This young man who I believe is on the precipice of turning into Sean effing Hannity.
No.
He gets more
he's
right wing.
Bitter right now. You know what? He's bitter right now.
Well,
and he's lashing out.
Look, this
is the equivalent of telling your parents, I don't want to live with you anymore.
He doesn't.
No, it's not. I want to pay for health care, and the system's broken.
When he leaves here, when he does his other podcast, there are some
plural.
Who might be considered slightly right wing.
Yes.
And I believe this is the
Todd
only
Moore.
place where I can help him. I don't know. I don't even know Todd's politics.
You know what? That's something we don't ever
do you
talk
know
about.
Todd's? What are Todd's politics?
No, I'm only into what he drinks and the APSI bills.
I would assume Todd, based on
he's white. Let's add it up. He's white.
He's used the
He's
system.
successful. He's tall.
He's testified.
He's got blue eyes.
On the Hill.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Todd Moore.
Yeah.
I mean, he's actually...
He doesn't need insurance because he told me once if he were to ever get sick, he would buy a hospital.
Todd Moore. You don't ever talk politics with Todd?
No, we don't like to talk about it.
Really?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, he worries about the what's the patent trolls and stuff like
he's
that.
fighting the man.
That's business, though. That's not politics.
That's business.
Yeah.
So
you know what it is?
You think
It's
he's probably a
Todd's
business
politics.
This week's
Topo.
My extent with Todd this week was dealing with app updates and also dealing with his assistant Katie Cole, girl.
Yes.
Because I left
our former intern,
I left
girl.
an S-bomb this week because she was stuck in the Bahamas this past week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I edited the Tech 411 show, and I left an S-bomb in it. And when I got that text, that's not a good text.
Yeah, he was the politics of keeping it tight. And that was a loose broadcast.
Katie down rocking in the Bahamas? Is that what she's doing?
She got back. She was just stranded there because she was on a little island that apparently only had one flight, and if the flight wasn't booked enough, they would cancel it. So that was it.
Why was she there? Was it a fish concert?
No, she met a guy. So good for her.
Maybe that's where the plane is.
Katie Cole stole the plane?
No, secret island in the Bahamas.
Could be. Well, they didn't have enough fuel to get there.
I hate to lead with it again, but I have to because it's so top of mind. Let's check on his thing. He was going to do it anyway because Mike was starting a new subject. Mike was setting up a new subject. Let's immediately go with the loud sound, Rob.
Or the other interpretation,
did that on purpose.
The other interpretation would be we've worked together 20 years, and I knew you were about to ask for it,
right?
So it was there.
Okay.
So really, it's not a fault; it's a victory.
Your conclusion is this: if you're not an immigrant, say you're. And I don't know.
So I guess I'm not going to change the subject, huh?
No, if you're not going to change the subject.
I thought I was going to talk about the plane now instead of this healthcare debacle because you didn't get your documentation in order when you.
No, but you're saying
sloppy bookkeeping is holding him back.
If I was a young white person, say Katie Cole.
Do you want to continue this debate?
No, just if Katie Cole, you told me earlier. I'm just processing.
A young
white person would get in right away.
Would be able to go in and probably that was born here that had a citizenship would be able to.
So it's my fault as quick as I got through. It's my fault.
No.
That's what I got from that.
No, you don't listen. I said to you that I agree.
Are you moving to Arizona, not Florida? Did I miss something?
No,
I hate immigrants?
I agree that you're that this is a glitch in the system, and I love immigrants. You know that.
What if you were to steal?
But it's a glitch. I totally agree with you. But I'm saying if you didn't have that one glitch,
if I wasn't a foreigner that worked hard and paid taxes,
you'd be insured on. But you're not a foreigner; you're a citizen. So I think you should be helped.
That you know that.
Let's check in.
You are a kind and hold on. Mike, you are a kind and forgiving man and a forward-thinking man.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that.
Would you be bitter, or could you overlook it if for some reason Oscar were to steal the identity of your young son?
Oh, my God. Your little Michael could get cleared like that.
I don't even like that. You know what? Because I just get so creeped out when there are lots of people listening to say, what a wonderful idea that is. That's just... Do you see?
Your place.
Do you see this? You had said something. There's only one thing that jumped out at me about you applying online and being reviewed. Mm. Did you say that you're talking about June before your case is approved?
It's funny because
you're a naturalized citizen. That's because
I'm a go-getter. I called and I said, "Who can I drive down to? Who can I talk to? Is there a way that we can fast track this? I'd like to be insured by April 1st, right?
And that's your right.
And the review process, can you call back tomorrow? I called back yesterday. The person on the line said, can you call back tonight because somebody here is going to be there that can answer your question.
God.
Call back last night. Can you call back tomorrow because hopefully a manager's on staff? Like it's a cluster.
It's total incompetence is what it is. And this is an area that you've identified as a weak link. And
I've heard the latter. I've heard experiences like yourself, like that you've had yourself in other states that there was like boom, boom, bam. Just like signing up online for a bank account or gym membership, you're good. You're good to go.
4 million people, correct?
Yes.
Isn't it about 4 million people that have already signed up?
Not enough people, though.
And it's not enough right now. But I mean, but that's pretty amazing when they were talking about, they didn't think they were going to, wasn't it like 100,000?
They're still
2 months ago?
No, they're behind. They're completely behind.
Yes, they're behind, but I think ultimately if we let this thing take its course, they got to fix glitches like this.
Yes.
But I think that look, I like the idea that I didn't have to go through
Mike,
a ridiculous screening process.
If the MichaelMarashow.com website has a problem with checkout for a couple of months, people understand because they love the show, right? And we're a small business, and we're trying to get our ass together, and we're learning how to do that.
Right.
We don't have that problem.
Right.
But if the federal government is having a problem signing up people, not just immigrants or anybody whatsoever. And healthcare.gov had that problem, right?
Lord,
yes.
It did. Yes. You're absolutely right.
And I'm excited that most of those problems are fixed. Thank you. But there is clearly work to be done. And
Effers.
You know what, Oscar? Actually, I've done a little research here. If you have a problem signing up for healthcare, you need to send an email to Ponyboy at healthcare.gov.
Do that.
And he will take care of it for you.
I would welcome the people to share good and bad, and I'd love to hear about it. And because now that I like the fact that now that this story is not at the top of the news cycle,
and
I'd really like to know what's going on.
I think it's sad that you and I keep an eye on Facebook, and people are screaming about it all the time. You are the only person within 2 disconnects for me that I know that has a successful healthcare.gov story. You're the only one.
So you've dealt with people that have tried it?
Oh, I've heard people complaining left and right. No one ever talks about the success.
Don't you think, though, that with the start of the healthcare, with the crashing of the website,
sure,
and with the ongoing tremendous funding that is being put into, I have to say it, a disinformation campaign,
right,
based on saying that this, wait a minute, let me finish.
But you're spinning.
I'm not spinning.
It's not disinformation.
Let me finish. Look, if you're going to give your Republican talking points,
I'm not even a Republican. I'm a Russian Democrat. You asshole.
No, but the fact is, but you are, Oscar. Every single political discussion we have had, you skew towards the Fox News channel. That's where I don't know if you're getting your own information there or listening to people that get their information. So I just want to say my point that I get from, and I listen to
CNBC,
Fox, CN. I never even tune into CNBC ever. I never listen to
CNN.
It. The point I'm trying
Liberal
to make
scum.
is it starts out with and there you go, but that's really
you think I believe that?
I don't know what you believe, but
I'm messing with you.
You always argue one point of view, which that's how I formulate my opinion of what you're saying. I'm talking about right now, not Democrat, not Republican, not liberal, not conservative. I'm talking about my own personal experience,
right,
which I have gone through trying to get my own health care in the old system and now going through it. And I'm not doing this. I swear to God, I am not doing this to promote an agenda. Am I happy that it worked? Yes. Do I want to see it work for other people? But you sit over there, Rob, and you've never even dealt with your own health insurance. You've had mommy take care of it. Really, you have for the whole time. And you say, I've never heard anybody that's had a problem with it, but you've never been in it.
No,
and I've been in it.
You're misquoting me.
Okay, go ahead.
You're the only success story that I've heard as an outsider looking in. And if you look at me as just a consumer of news and current events, I'm saying that leans towards the system being flawed, that I have heard one success story and a million failures. I'm not saying that...
Now, when you say a million failures, you've heard 1 million people.
The majority have been failures. That is fair.
And also...
Have you heard any other person outside of yourself that had a great experience?
And also, that was obviously an exaggeration, but what I'm talking about is that people...
The answer to your question, Oscar, is yes, I have, based on people that have actually sent me messages that said, I finally got health care. I'm happy today I got health care. I get those all the time.
And also, to diffuse it, people are more likely
Can I say one more thing? I will say that I have gotten more people that have said that to me, and I'm telling the truth here, than have said, I've had a horrible experience with it. I swear to God that is true. And these are strangers that I have read on a news feed on Facebook. That's what I'm talking about.
But also, I should say, in defense of what you're saying, people are more likely to complain, human nature,
that's human nature,
than they are to praise something for working. But I'm telling you what's trickled to me.
And the system is not right. It is certainly not 100%.
Well, no one will tell you that.
It launched in September.
But there is but there is also no insurance company that is perfect. True. Either auto, home, or health. It's never perfect. It's always an storm.
But they are always so eager to grab your money. They're going to fast track anyone who tries to apply to a private
and
industry.
I agree with you.
I'm trying to pay $350 a month for something I paid $200 a month for before.
And they're making it tough for you.
And they're making it tough.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That's all I'm trying to pay.
You'll loan me $1,100 on Welcome to My World.
But only for this month.
You're paying for 2 more people and yourself.
I am, and I'm old. And I'm old.
So you do that math.
I mean,
it's different.
They do figure that out. I mean, you do pay for it.
But, again, the experience of going in and saying, oh, you don't need any information before I sign up, that's cool. Mm-hmm. That's where the problems you've had in the past, because they have to vet you.
We got no music. Hello?
Well, I didn't do anything.
Hello? I bet they came to you and hung up.
They did.
Oh, my God.
You blew it.
You rat bastards.
You blew it.
You know what?
You had an opportunity.
Typical immigrant.
Call them back. We got to start all over again. All right, we'll take a break. Come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show. This is Healthcare 101.
No!
That was attractive. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hot, baby.
You know what? We complain about insurance companies.
Right.
We complain about everything that we have to deal with. I'm not going to complain about a particular company that has taken so many orders for us and has never screwed up, and we are very happy about that. And here's the thing. even if they do have an issue, they will make it right. I'm talking about Vistaprint.
Oh, the best.
You must go to Vistaprint.com. Whether you've ever been to their site or not, you need to check them out right now. They are having a 33% off sale through Tuesday, March 18th. That is nothing short of spectacular. Everything on the site is 33% off. Business cards, postcards, phone cases for your iPhone or Samsung Galaxy. Have you given up?
Yeah.
Have you totally given up?
I'll see you in May.
In a minute. You name it, and it can be yours for 33% less. Incidentally, that was about 25 minutes. If you're keeping track, he got through. You name it, it can be yours for 33% less. Enter promo code SAVE33 at checkout, and Vistaprint automatically applies the discount. But wait, there's more. 33% off all shipping speeds, all of them. Got a need for speed? This is your chance to upgrade and save 33% off the speed of delivery, which is fantastic. We really want you to check out Vistaprint. It's an amazing deal, but you must act fast. Now, everything on the site, 33% off, and it only continues through March 18th. That's Tuesday. Remember, promo code SAVE33 for all of your orders. 33% off all shipping speeds as well. Vistaprint.com, simply the best. Okay, so is that what we're going to assume that he
25 minutes
got
is still
through?
not a win.
And because we weren't there when they
yeah, but
answered
it's
the phone.
look again.
Oscar, I hate to tell you, I think that is a win.
How's that a win?
25 minutes is not bad.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and again, what would have been great is if you stand on the line and the lady on the other line says, "I don't have access to that," and then just tells me I'm boned. I wish we would have picked that up. I've had that for 3 days.
You know who you are? You're negative Nestor right now, because that is not that might not have been what happened. You could have gotten through in 25 minutes.
I'm saying this, that if you want the youth of America, who are used to getting things done quickly, to sign up for this and do it without a hassle, no fuss, no muss, so they can't go back to their Facebook pages or their Twitter feeds.
That's
or
the
their
naturalized youth of America.
Yeah, if you want them.
It's the negative naturalized
Make
youth.
it as easy as it is in Florida for the rest of the nation.
But I don't know whether it would be easy for people that are naturalized to do it in Florida also. I think we've found...
Shannon is a citizen, and she just started the process. She still has not completed it. She just started it last night with me.
Okay, all right. What has she...
Her application needs to be approved. Takes a couple days, they said.
No, I don't think that's
for her.
Right.
Yes.
Well, maybe it's the D.C. site. I don't know. Maybe
again,
that's it. Yeah, because
we're back to
if they all worked like Florida, there wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's really not completely 100% up and running. I'm not disputing that for a second.
It's at 60%, but is 60% good enough nationwide?
No, it's not.
There you go.
That's the problem.
It's not a passing grade.
No.
It's not.
It's a D.
In any solar system.
You have to keep plugging. You have to call because it is the 14th, and if you don't do it,
fuck them.
Oh dear.
He called me an a-hole, and he's used the F word. He's very, very frustrated.
Look,
you could be a little nicer. This is our last show from my home.
It's not our last. We've done 1,000 shows. There's 1,000 shows.
It's the last show from my home.
I'm happy. No more commute for your boy.
It's my home.
To go.
Yeah, that must be great.
You know what? Welcome to the great GOP. It's all about you. It's all about you.
Someone as a grand old party wants to take care of their own.
Screw everybody else. Me, the party of me. Rich guys and me.
25 minutes is too long.
Too long.
Too long. I can't do it.
I have to do something for
How can you? Hi, is this the government?
Me.
Hi, federal government. This is Oscar. How can you fast track this for me?
I have to pay $50 more a month to help others. Yuck.
Well, you're going to be old someday. Not now, though. I'm not old now. They are. Not me.
Not who?
Them.
And not you.
Me.
You.
Sweating.
If you have a problem taking my money, then don't take it.
You know what? And did I not agree with you?
Yes.
And I have agreed with you for the entire time. You're absolutely
Except
right.
when he screamed a-hole.
This man is a... I don't think...
Well, just call me Rush Limbaugh, and I'm the furthest from that.
You always take the other point of view.
Mike, I'm a little more conservative.
Yeah.
But I'm not far right.
I know.
I would say I
know you're not, honey.
I'm a little closer to the
Look
center.
at the two of you.
I'm not exactly radical left either.
But they're cousins.
Do you think I'm radical
You
left?
have a billboard sign of Obama in your garage.
I liked Obama for president.
Yeah,
I voted
but
for him twice.
Raise your hand if you had a billboard sign of Obama or any other candidate in your garage or anywhere you could store things.
But does that make me radical left?
No, but you're
I have a
supporter.
That's because I
Did you give money to his campaign?
I supported the sitting
Do you
president.
get a letter from the president?
See, you're doing the Fox thing. You're screaming me down. And I can say asshole.
Oh, you're killing me.
There you go. I can say that too. The fact is that, that is the sitting president.
I
voted for him twice.
Yes.
And
Same election?
I don't. Yes, twice down here in Manhattan.
That's not right.
That's what I did.
One man, one vote. That's the policy.
Do you think that makes me a radical lefty?
No,
because that's also a talking point.
I don't think you're a radical lefty. I think that you know this. You're a bleeding liberal.
I don't think I'm a bleeding heart liberal.
It's okay if you are.
Ask me.
I'm a curmudgeon conservative.
Pony, you're included in this, though. I open up the floor to questions about any attitudes I have on any views whatsoever.
Be
political.
honest.
And no, I'm talking. No, don't. I'm not asking for a statement, Mr. Man.
Sorry.
I'm asking for questions, and I will answer all questions about issues, and then you determine whether I am a bleeding heart liberal or not.
Bleeding heart is very, very objective or a subjective term. You really can't quantify.
When it comes to health care on this specific issue, I would consider my views, and I am not lying here, I would consider them radical. Compared to the way most people perceive it in this country,
Yeah, but
I believe
you don't have torches and pitchforks.
No, but I believe we need I'd say what we've done with Obamacare is just a dent.
A disgrace.
We need to fix this so nobody sweats it. And if you're born in this country and you pay your taxes, you get yourself taken care of. You don't have to worry about dying or losing the family farm or the family home because somebody got cancer in your family. And if that's radical, then I am considered radical.
Overall, as far as being what would be a BHL, a bleeding heart liberal.
Right, but ask me questions.
I will.
That's what I'm waiting for.
But you are, true or false,
yes,
you follow politics mostly for the sport and less for the result. And that's always been sort of your way, right?
No, that's not true either. I just think I actually like moderation. I actually like the idea of coming together in the center. I really do like that.
Okay.
I am not on the far left.
I have a quiz I found online. The internet's a magical place.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Is it states and capitals?
Age, 50 to 60 years old, correct?
Okay, I'm 50 to 60, yes.
You're a male.
Thanks for pointing that out.
You should give yourself a
How do you
ding.
feel about abortion?
Thank you, DB.
These are your choices.
Okay.
It's a mother's choice. It's her body.
Mm-hmm.
It's better not to. It should be illegal. It's murder. It's not really a big deal.
How many choices are
really
giving you here?
These are tough. Can you? First of all, now you might want to give it to your brother because we've got the reading issue about the quiz.
I thought that was fine. That's one of my best reading. Just you don't want to answer the question.
Is this 1, 2, 3, 4 A, B, C, D? How?
No, there are 12 questions.
All right, 12 questions
on 12 different topics
with multiple choice answers.
That's going to give you your status.
All right, give me the first question.
Oh, we're doomed.
And is it A, B, C, D?
And no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Out of a category.
Yes.
Okay, Oscar, here's a tip.
Yeah.
Before each answer, give him a 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Okay, perfect.
Because you were running them all together.
I'm sorry. Number 1.
Kind of broadcast 101.
Well, you know what?
Thanks. Okay,
that's what happens when you're a screaming right winger.
It's okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm
Number
ready.
1.
Lay it on me.
It's the mother's choice. It's her body. This is how you feel about abortion, right?
Okay.
Number 2, it's better not to. Number 3, it's illegal. It's murder. Number 4, it's not really a big deal. It's not really human yet.
What was number 2?
Number 2, it's better not to.
It's better not to.
Okay.
Number 2 is also poop. Big potty, Mike.
How do you feel about affirmative action?
Okay.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I know how you lean about this.
Okay.
All right.
What you can't leave the witness.
Just get me the questions, you dumbass.
Number 1, people should be hired for jobs or accepted by schools based only on their ability but not by their race.
Mm-hmm.
It's reverse discrimination. Number 2, people should be treated more equally without race being a decisive factor. Number 3, minorities have had trouble getting equal jobs and educations in the past. They need the help. Number 4, minorities have been discriminated against throughout history and often still are.
Number 4.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
His reading is really coming along.
Yeah. How do you feel about the death penalty? Number 1, executing is a murder, an appropriate punishment for taking...
Executing is a murder? What?
Executing a murderer, is the appropriate punishment for taking an innocent life. Number 2, it's okay, I guess. Number 3, I don't think it's right. Number 4, the death penalty is inhumane.
Number 1.
Oh, my God.
I am for the death penalty.
You.
Yes.
I didn't know that. It's really extreme.
Study up.
No, I thought I was. I think I'm extreme on affirmative action. I believe that you still need to help certain people in our society.
How do you feel about global warming?
Okay.
Number 1.
Excellent.
Changes in global temperatures are natural over long periods of time. Number 2, it's mostly natural, but we could do a little more to keep an eye on it. Number 3, we should be more careful with the environment. Number 4, we are causing global warming.
Number
Wrong.
4. Number 4. Stop it.
All right.
Number 4.
Here we go. Gun control.
Oh, look out! Look out!
Will you stop playing over there? Will you? It's like having a toddler in the room. Keep your hands down by your side. He's waiting to mess this up. Trying to concentrate.
Guess
Number
what?
1,
not a long way.
The Second Amendment gives the individual the right to keep and bear arms.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, it's okay to regulate gun dealing as long as it's okay to regulate gun dealing as long as it doesn't violate the Second Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, we should control them a lot more. It causes problems.
Right.
Number 4, the Second Amendment gives you no individual the right to own a gun, but allows the state to keep a militia.
Number 3.
Number 3. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Bob Schieffer has chest pains.
I know.
Based on this alone.
There's 8 of them.
Okay, fly through the rest of them.
Well, there's 12 of them total, so there's 4 more.
Okay.
How about healthcare?
Non-answer.
It's just let him go.
Can we break and then finish?
Yes, break and then wrap this up.
Sorry,
I'm getting an ice cream headache.
You need to take a breath. This will be fine.
Thank you very much. God.
Having fun, Oscar?
Oh, I love it.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I have an ice cream headache. This portion of our program brought to you by our bonus package. Buy it. Thank you. Okay, let's get back to the quiz.
Okay, number 8. How about health care?
Okay.
Number 1, free health care provided by the government is a great idea. Number 2, free health care provided by the government is a good idea, but it needs to be regulated. Number 3, socialized medicine is better, I guess, but shouldn't people have to pay for their health care? And then number 4, there are millions of Americans who can't afford health care. Why should we pay for it?
Number 1.
Okay.
Give it to him.
You know what's going to be great?
States should provide our health care when we pay our taxes.
Mike, 3 more answers, and we're going to have the result.
Very good. I'm looking forward to that.
Patriot Act. Are you familiar with the Patriot Act?
Yes, of course I'm familiar with the Patriot
We
Act.
used to have one in the USO.
That's right.
Number 1.
I still have those red, white, and blue pants.
That was great. The stilts.
Yep, absolutely. That's my great Ethel Merman impression.
The Patriot Act is a good idea. Number 2, don't care. Number 3, no, sir.
Oh, boy, that's awfully cut and dry. That's a very difficult... yeah, you know what? At the time, I was for it, but, I don't want to say I don't care, because I care about everything.
Too nosy.
That's extremely difficult for me to ultimately, it was a bad idea.
Okay. So, no, sir. Mm-hmm. Number 10, religion. The phrase separation of church and state is not in the Constitution. That's number 1. Number 2, we should be allowed to express our beliefs if we want to, as long as we are not offending people. Number 3, we shouldn't allow any religious references in the government. Number 4, all references to God in public and government spaces must be removed.
I say number 3.
Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm shocked by that.
What, do you think I went all the way with it? So we remove it all from, and like in God we trust on the money and all that? You think I wanted that?
No,
all?
I'm pretty
And as
shocked.
the proctor of this quiz, should you really be weighing in?
I'm sorry. Same-sex marriage.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, marriage is between one man and one woman. Okay. Number 2, we probably shouldn't allow it. It's not right. Number 3, let them do what they want. Number 4, marriage should be legal for the LGBT couples to ensure equal rights.
Number 4.
Number 4. I agree there.
Again, opinion.
Do you think that's a radical position?
No, I think that's a proper position.
Thank you. Okay.
Relax, Bill Cullen.
How about welfare?
All right.
Oh. Number 1, this is the last question.
Amazing.
We need to provide opportunities to make it possible for the poor and low-income workers to become self-reliant. Mm-hmm. Number 2, I don't care. Number 3, we need welfare to provide for the poor.
So I only get 3?
3.
Some of these are really, really tricky because they don't give there's no nuance to them.
And also, you know what? As a disinterested observer, where is this quiz from?
It's from gotoquiz.com.
Okay, give me the first one again.
We need to provide opportunities to make it possible for poor and low-income workers to become self-reliant.
Yeah, number 1.
Number
All right.
1.
Absolutely.
All right. Now,
does that conclude the quiz?
Submit answers.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
I'm going to let Ron read this just because it's too funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Not because he can.
Yes.
I'll
Very
read
good.
it. Fine. You scored 8%, which means you are
8%?
8%. A hardcore liberal.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah, but that's just the same hardcore extreme. That's
no,
what
there's
we're
a
talking about.
very, very big difference between a hardcore liberal and a radical. I don't think I'm a radical. I don't think any of my positions on there would are even close to being radical. I think there are a lot of people that would like to portray those views as radical. You think it's radical for me to want to help people get a leg up in this country that don't have the same opportunities? If that's the case, I'm a radical. If you think I believe in global warming, if you think that's a radical position, then I'm a radical. If you think that I think we should have socialized health care in this country, that's probably the most radical position I hold, and I do believe in that, but I still don't think it's radical. I think it's what we should do.
It's a liberal outlook, and it's
a liberal.
And it's
I've
very
never
much
said that I'm not a liberal.
It's
very much on the chart.
Hardcore.
Radical?
Yes.
I think hardcore means that I have a lot of positions that would constitute being a liberal. I think radical means that I want to go down the street and firebomb the local Republican National Committee.
You radical.
You called me a radical.
I didn't call you a radical. I called you a liberal.
You said it on this show.
I didn't call you a radical.
You said radical.
Check the tape. I never used the word radical. Radical's not even my vocabulary.
Radical.
If you really want a definition, hardcore means that they can't show it on Cinemax. And radical is going to get you arrested.
You've got empirical proof.
Now you take the quiz.
You're hardcore.
Now you take the quiz.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's take the quiz right now.
I'll take it.
As a matter of fact, give me
2
your computer because I'm going to take the quiz for you.
Okay.
Because I don't trust you after yesterday's
Wait, you're going to take the quiz for me?
No, I'm going to put the answers in.
No, I'll put them in.
Nope. I don't
It's
trust
simple.
you. Because you're conjuring. You did the
I'm
other
not
day.
conjuring. I will. Look,
when you brought up the communities that I lived in.
I honestly will put them in.
When you brought up the communities that I lived in, you said 55 plus. You were lying because my community wasn't even on there, so I don't trust you.
Mike, I named 20 communities on there.
Yes, but they didn't
In
say
your
55
zip
and
code.
older. Thank you very
You're
much.
the only one that isn't 55 and older in that zip code?
Oscar, trust must be earned.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm
All right,
going
take
through.
the quiz yourself.
I am.
All right.
And I'll give you the
But
results.
just give just go through really quickly. And,
How do you feel about
answer.
abortion?
Yeah.
No big deal.
All right.
That wasn't even a choice. I was shocked, Mike. You and I lined
He's
up.
a conjurer. Is what he is.
He is a wizard, an evil wizard.
He is a total conjurer. And Rob,
you and I lined up on a lot of issues. I was very pleased to know that.
I mean, I just
And I don't see myself as liberal either.
I think I'm kind of in the center. I don't mind if you blast somebody for blasting somebody. I think the death penalty. I know that the statistics show. In fact, the death penalty. When I listen to some of my fellow liberals,
right,
a lot of people say it's not a deterrent. But at the same time, I know how I might feel that if I was one of those people and there was a horrible crime, but I also realize that as much as I believe in the death penalty, the idea, the thought of executing somebody who might not be guilty is abhorrent to me.
Of course.
It really is. But at the
and
same
there's no
time,
going back.
But at the same time, a state of lawlessness, we can go out and kill people. I think there's got to be some sort of consequence. And putting somebody into an institution and paying for 3 squares for the rest of their life, I sometimes don't think that's the right way to go.
Oh, my God.
All right, where are you?
I came up as a moderate liberal, 49%.
Okay, there it is.
Wow.
There it is. All right.
Okay, so there he is.
Okay, and and we probably might all
Doesn't
skew that
say,
way a little
well,
bit.
you clearly don't, but I definitely
But
do.
that means you have an amazing amount of overlap with Mike in the way you
Yes,
think.
that's what I said. I'm not Rush.
Oh,
I'm
whatever.
right in the middle.
Okay.
49%.
Well, then back your president and this health care plan.
I respect the presidency. I don't respect the way they rolled out this campaign.
Well, for your sake, how much time are you going to give this today? Seriously,
None.
When
I'm
you
waiting
talk
until
about
May. It's enough time. I got to move. I got to set up a studio. I don't have the time.
You're giving up?
F it. Sideways.
Wow.
You won't log any more time with it.
No.
I think he's conjuring again.
It's simply
Think
not
he's lying?
worth it.
I think he'll be up late tonight and he'll get it done.
By who? For the person can say call back on Monday when it's too late?
Why don't you let me call as your private counsel?
Oh, if you want to be my consigliere, that'd be great.
Well,
Hello,
use
this
a
is
light-
Mr. Zabalios' attorney.
Use a light accent.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. How about it's Gene? You know what? What works for me? Gene Simmons'
I think that would be great.
This is Mr. Zabalos' attorney. I know it's pronounced Zabalos, but due to his whole naturalization thing, I didn't want to alarm any of you incompetents at dc.gov.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Are you implying
Hi.
that we're racist?
I'm implying that you're totally and completely incompetent, and you're going to have a lawsuit the size of the gross national product if you don't get your act together and get Mr. Zabalos some health care.
We're going to fast track it, sir.
Thank you.
In full disclosure,
I really
Yes.
like Destroyer.
I'm on DC at DC HealthLink at Twitter on Twitter right now, and everybody on there that they're writing to and going back and forth and having conversations with are having problems signing up.
Are they all having the naturalization system?
They're just regular people from DC.
Okay.
So it
maybe
might be DC just overall.
It could be a state-by-state situation.
I don't know. DC has a history of really being well run. So I have a hard time thinking that might have been an issue.
Do you think the new mayor is dirty?
Yes. I do. I think he's
beautiful.
He's tremendously corrupt. And I'll tell you, I don't know about... I think, really, when the sun goes down, looking at that guy, I think he is winged creature of the night.
So if you're not...
We have a mayor in Washington, D.C., for those of you around the country, Vincent Gray.
That's him.
Who is in the middle of a massive corruption scandal. And this guy... You really don't pay much. You don't pay much attention to this guy, but I will tell you, when you look at him, I mean, he looks seriously like he would shut the door, the big oak panel door to his office, and he would say, "Is the creatures of the night." What beautiful music they make. He is a very strange-looking individual.
He is. I said on Facebook this week that his hair looks like a potholder.
It's ridiculous.
It is a really odd-looking thing.
It's a strange, drawn-on type of... It looks like the kind of hair you might see in a poorly done wax museum.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he looks like. He looks like someone who almost looks real.
Right. Do you think that is he going to be bumped out in this election, or do you think people care?
Well, I think
he's not like Mayor for Life, Marion Barry, who is beloved in the city.
As of yesterday, two prominent newspapers in the city have pulled their backing.
Right.
So I think there is a tide. The tide is shifting. Mm-hmm. And what's also interesting about all of this is that it's 2014 and people still think they can get away with this.
But they get away with it. They try to get away with it because if they get away, they try and make the effort in it. Probably every city, in every congressional election, in every senatorial campaign, in every gubernatorial campaign, they probably do it everywhere. And I know we're heavy on the politics today, but the fact is, I think corruption is the natural way of the world. It's sad to say, but it's the way it is. It's the human condition. And you're going to have exceptions to the rule, but you're going to have a lot of people, even in clean administrations, you're going to have those people that are down at a certain grassroots level that are probably, doing something slimy.
It's wrong and it is slimy, but you know what? In a lot of ways, it speeds the process and it lines pockets. If you need to get something done, and it's not just here, it's everywhere around the world. If you can know some guy that's going to help you and it's going to ultimately advance your cause, you're going to think about doing something slimy.
But guys, think about this. It's when in Latin America, it was always a big to-do because you knew everybody is corrupt, right? Mm-hmm. How are they making this money? I remember meeting politicians when we went to Bolivia and they lived in these cartoon-sized houses, and you know that it doesn't matter what you're into.
Look at the Ukrainian dude.
It just wouldn't add up. They had to be involved with the cartels or something happened, right? Not because you were hating, it just didn't add up. Mm-hmm. Certain things don't add up. With politics today, it takes a tweet, a lost email, something you deleted in your trash can.
Absolutely.
There is such a paper trail.
I know.
There's something that even the sneakiest of the sneaky could say, "Oh, I got rid of that."
And it's not going to prevent the people that are going to be. And there are two things at play here when you're talking, let's say, about the Congress of the United States. You're talking about not necessarily feathering their own nests, but keeping their jobs.
And that's the deal.
Keeping their power.
And people that have been on the Hill for 12 and 18 and 24 years,
and
that's all they know how to do.
And that's the campaign crap
and
that comes in with different PACs and all that. Anyway, we're too politically heavy today.
No, it was fun. Today was fun.
I want to talk about something a little more important.
Okay.
This is very, very important, and this is our upcoming book. We have tried to talk about this. We have gotten off topic a lot of times, and I just want to share with everybody that, yes, it is a reality. Mm-hmm. That coming this spring, the book is going to be entitled Open Mic. And I
get it.
Yeah, M-I-K-E.
Because that's you.
It is it's really the story of how we got kicked to the curb and built the podcast. And it's a little biographical. It's a little storytelling. It's really
very happy.
It's really done basically with interviews with so many different people, and it's a lot of fun. And I think that if you want a real insight into what goes on in a broadcast operation when you're looking at the firing squad,
yes,
and when you're seeing your life flash before your eyes, that's really the gist of this book. And it also goes back and tells little stories about all of our lives and what we dealt with in the world of radio and now in the world of podcasting.
Will you entertain a question?
Yes, go right ahead.
All of us.
I am a liberal.
We have all bleeding heart.
Hardcore.
All of us
radical.
It's so radical. We've all done interviews and we all talk to each other for a living, and we talked to Mike Kelly. All of us did the interviews that are the framework of this book.
Right.
When you finally got the galleys, the rough draft essentially, and it comes to you blocked out like pages on a book,
right,
and you're reading your own words coming back to you, did it not flip you out a little bit? It's so weird.
No.
Really?
No, it didn't.
How about you?
Yeah, it was strange.
It's odd.
Because, in my eyes, talking about it, and really candidly talking about it to basically a man who's on the line and recording everything, you look back, and when you tell a story, it's one thing. But when you have to read a story, you kind of think twice. You're like, damn, like you really went through all that. And I'm not talking about, something overseas in the middle of war. I'm just talking about career-wise and change and shift and like a leap of faith and hope, and then you see something working.
It takes you back to that time.
Yeah,
too.
It's not a gut shot, but it is a ride.
The way I will perceive it is reading the way you guys perceive what was going on during the last days of WJFK, which is a small part of the book, but a significant part of the book. It was interesting reading it, and I found myself looking back and saying to myself, we low-keyed it a little bit. It really was. In the new economy, so many people have gone through that type of thing and that type of situation. In our particular business, there are kind of rules that apply that made it a little more difficult in our situation, and then the whole thing with doing it in the public. But it's a really nice look at everything that was involved in getting this thing up and running, and I think it's going to be a fascinating book. I'm not going to talk any more about the details of it because I don't want to give anything away, but I will tell you the author's name is Mike Kelly.
Good guy.
And he's done a really, really terrific
Put in
job.
a lot of time to make this
time. We are going to be planning a trip back to the D.C. area in May. I'm coming back specifically for that because we're going to have the launch party for the book that's coming up at a restaurant, I think, that's somewhere in Northern Virginia.
Where it could be.
Might be. Where do we normally... Oh, that's right. Jimmy's. Because really, when you
If I go, can I hear his motorcycle?
Of course you can. When you think highbrow literature, you think Jimmy's Old Town Tavern.
Of course. Well, he's been hosting his book club for so long.
And I've always described Jimmy Cerrito as many things. A wonderful entrepreneur, a terrific citizen, a great community activist,
friend.
and well-read.
Well, Mike, why do you think people in his community call him the great communicator?
That's true.
That's right.
That's Jimmy.
That is him.
Ask Jimmy if he's ever read a book.
Oh, he has.
I don't know.
The 1000, 2, 1003. He's read books.
Yeah, he reads the Bible.
Story. He had an author that wrote a book about buffalo that came to his bar.
There you go.
So he's read a page in a book.
I'm on 119. We are looking for the launch party for the book to come up the week. We have not finalized the date yet, but it is the week after Memorial Day weekend. So, mark your calendars for that. We're going to have a great get-together to see all our old friends in D.C. and do that. So,
did you figure out the cover art yet?
No, I have not. That is something that we're going to probably go right down to the wire.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I don't want to do a cliche. I'd like it to be something that's kind of creative.
Okay.
And, I know that Mike Kelly has wanted me to talk about it, and maybe he's reached out to you guys too, but I haven't had a chance to really give that much thought.
Yeah.
Have you guys thought about what you want for the cover of the book?
It really, to be fair, it's the Mike O'Mara show.
Yeah.
So it has to do something with you.
Right.
And
but I'm not, I'm not
I didn't
someone
know
that, I would not want to see myself in a bookstore window.
How about a picture of a candle going out?
How about a picture of a candle burning brightest right at the end?
That's right.
That's right. He is going to pass away before publishing date.
Hey, do you have?
That's right,
Mike. It would be great for sales.
Yes, it would.
Do you have? Do you have your old kind of license from that FCC? Is it FCC?
Oh, your
license?
permit?
Yeah.
Jesus, probably not. I'm not a hoarder, so
you
I
could
don't
probably
keep
get a
stuff
copy
like
of
that.
it, though, right?
Do you realize how much as we are breaking down this home and getting everything out? Do you know how much I'm going? Yeah, whatever. I'm not a saver.
You're not.
I don't believe because really, my theory is at the end of the line when you're blowing spit bubbles and somebody does really turn out the light, it's just a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
It's really not a bunch of crap. I'm more excited about Neil Peart's drumsticks than I am
what about
like
memories
an old.
for your kid?
You know what? I am very
Won't
proud.
you want him to see you?
I'm very proud of that book
Yeah.
because that is something that I truly, truly believe he'll be able to look back on and kind of, the happiest time in my career has been starting this podcast. Cool. And I think that's a great story of kind of coming out of that mess that we were in, that horrible way of living.
Up.
Yes. It's how you pick yourself up.
Totally true.
It's how you respond to that kind of
That's
crap.
how all liberals are.
That's how all hardcore liberals.
That's right.
Is the break over?
Radical.
It can be.
Okay, thank you very much. You're doing that again. Anyway, we will take a break because Rob wants us to.
No, I don't.
Plenty
the next thing's the entertainment page. I'm in no hurry.
This is true. We'll,
oh, you jerks.
Oscar Razzi coming up next on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program is brought to you by Sleep Number Beds. Hello, friends. Mike O'Mara here, and I love my Sleep Number bed. Not only do I love it, Carla loves it, too. As a matter of fact, we're getting ready to have the good people from Sleep Number come to the casa and break it down so that they can set it back up again in the new residence. It contours to your neck, shoulders, back, and hips for the best spinal alignment. I got the Sleep Number bed because I was having horrible back pain that was aggravated by the mattress I was sleeping on. And I will tell you this, as soon as I got my Sleep Number bed, things turned around. I love it, and it is proven to relieve back pain and improve sleep quality, clinically proven, and they're now introducing the all-new Sleep Number P5 featuring the latest innovations, comfortably priced. I love my Sleep Number bed, and you will too. My Sleep Number setting is a 90. That's right. I've got a really firm mattress. Carla is a 70. That's pretty firm also.
Sure.
And we both sleep like babies in perfect comfort. Right now, save $400. That is the lowest price ever on the popular Sleep Number P5 bed. It is glorious. Find your Sleep Number setting today at any of the 425 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. That number again is 800-511-0061. Don't forget to tell them that Mike O'Mara sent you. And now, without further ado, let's get right to it. It is Oscar Razzi. Entertainment news with Oscar Santana. Take it away, Oscar.
Gentlemen,
yes,
you thought Paul Walker's death was sad enough. Apparently, his sunglasses from the wreck are up on sale on an auction site.
Oh, that's gross.
That's twisted.
You mean pulled from the actual site?
As of showtime, it's up to $1,572. The bids are. Interesting enough, the person who, and this is the scumbaggery of America,
right? Yeah.
The person who is selling this says a portion of the profits will go to SaveTheMustangs.org.
But see, that's what they do when they want to just cover their sleazy tracks.
If you go to SaveTheMustangs.org, it's a dead link.
Ah, they're lying about that too.
Wow.
That is so gross.
And is that about horses or Fords?
Who's sicker, the person selling it or the person that's going to bid on it?
It's a tie.
Equal.
Yeah. I think it's a tie.
Totally
equal offenders, working on getting that auction down. Apparently, the owner says he found them in a bush right next to the crash site. They are Maui Jim sunglasses the actor was wearing. A third party has authenticated the sunglasses.
Oh,
pretty
God.
tragic.
A third party authenticated. Yeah, those are his.
Yeah, that's it.
That's sick.
Yeah, moving on. So that's that story doesn't die, no pun intended. Veronica Mars. Back in the mix. Anybody here a fan of the past?
I'm a fan of the fact that they're getting the movie made by Kickstarter, aren't they?
Yes, that's why I brought it up. Kickstarter, a pretty famous website. Unfortunately, got hacked about 2 weeks ago. Everything's getting hacked these days. But my girl actually. You know what's that beauty supply store, Sally's Beauties?
Yeah, I've seen that in malls and stuff.
So
like
they
that.
got hacked as well, and not 3 days later, because my girl went there, her Discover card was being used by somebody else.
Really?
Isn't that wild?
Ooh, that's
wow. She has a Discover card?
Yeah, I was shocked. I said, "When did you get this? In the early '90s?"
It's a new program called Discover Card in One. That's an inside Shannon Katie yoga joke. Thank you.
But she got hacked, and she got the alert and had to cancel it. But yeah, so Kickstarter, before this all happened, one of the biggest news that broke from them was that they are able to fund a motion picture of the Veronica Mars franchise coming back to the movies. It debuts today in theaters.
How much money did they get on Kickstarter?
A little over $2 million. Wow.
Yeah. Now, the show, what was the show about? Was it like a detective show?
Yeah, detective show.
Okay.
But a young, really... when they catch up with her now, it's a whole, from what I'm reading, it's a whole new episode for your Veronica Mars fans.
Okay.
So it stands alone as a long-length episode, but it also stands alone as a feature film.
Elongated.
Yes. But it all...
I was going to let him keep saying it.
You jerks. If you're not a Veronica Mars fan, this may not be the movie for you.
But if you don't know anything about the show, it still stands alone.
That's what they're saying.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Gave it 3 out of 4 stars, and Entertainment Weekly did, and it's also interesting how a grassroots movement, much like this podcast, could build a franchise.
Who is Veronica Mars? Is it a new person?
It's Kristen Bell.
Oh, Kristen Bell. Ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
Trey Bell.
Bingo. Thank you.
You wonder what people paid for this. This past weekend, I saw my sister-in-law, and she had a Veronica Mars shirt on. And I said, "You didn't go on Kickstarter, did you?"
Oh, Rob brought in some T-shirts.
Yeah, and she said, "Yeah, she paid $100 to bring this movie back."
Yeah, and everyone you get things, and the people that donated like big get to be in the movie.
Right?
Yeah,
Which is pretty crazy.
I donate to be in a movie.
Sure.
Hey, so Rob, who do we thank for this? This latest T-shirt we got to the Mike O'Mara Show. The T-shirt for all the big sports people says, "Go Sports." I'm super worked up because my team did stuff. Move the thing to the other thing.
There was no return address.
Go Sports.
Please send us a note so we can thank you properly.
We want to give you the proper
t-shirt,
credit.
yeah.
That is a hysterical T-shirt right now.
Love it. Appropriate. Leah Dunham is retiring from acting.
Lena
Dunham.
Lena.
It's
Dunham.
Leah Remini, Lena Dunham.
Lena Dunham. Apparently.
That's a sound effect Mike called sleeveless fart.
What's she gonna do, Oscar? She gonna open up a dress boutique featuring sleeveless dresses?
This is alleged. I don't know if I'm going to act anymore, she says.
When are you going to start?
I'm always relieved in the days I don't have to. I'd rather give parts to other women than be the woman having the parts. Isn't that kind of self-involved?
I think she's lazy.
She's looking. That's it.
She's totally lazy.
And she doesn't need to act as long as Adam's on that show. He's my favorite actor. You mean you're going to stop acting?
That's the big tall guy that's allegedly banging her?
Yes, of course.
Did you see what happened?
No, I didn't see this week's episode yet.
Oh, yeah.
Carrie said it's serious more than funny.
Oh, it's awesome.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
I'm old Hollywood, guys. I want to see my leading ladies, and I want to see them bigger than life and hotter than life. And that ain't hotter than life when you see her like covered in water in a tub.
Well, you know what? Just
rolls of fat
Mike,
all over the place.
She has
count your
I want to
blessings.
see rolls of fat. I'll look at the mirror every morning.
Count your blessings that it's TV and not the big
You know
screen.
where I stand, though, but I think her talent
I know.
over...
Yeah, let her write then.
No, but I think her talent, even when I see her on the show like that,
Right.
I think her talent, it just speaks for itself.
I agree.
No, maybe
That's
you
right.
don't. Moving on.
No, I'm fine. I don't like that show particularly because
I
I
like
think
the show.
I think it's like a tribute to narcissism.
I think it's a very good encapsulation of the way kids are nowadays,
You're probably
20-somethings.
right.
And you know what? It's not pleasant to watch, but I think it's accurate.
Cover of Time magazine,
That's
Generation Me.
Generation Me.
But keep in mind, Time also put Hitler on the cover. So
The Big Bang Theory is renewed for 3 more years.
Oh,
Anybody
yeah.
a big fan here?
Is that the Jim Parsons show?
Everyone's skitty and you hate him.
I'm
sure.
sorry. Is that the Jim Parsons show? There we go. You have to read the guy. The unnaturally looking Jim Parsons. Really. Unnatural looking.
But he dates a man named Spiewak.
Does he really?
No relation.
That's his partner?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
I've never seen an episode. So this is 3 more years of not watching.
CBS has renewed The Big Bang Theory through 2016, 2017.
Jim Parsons is a talented actor, and that show's been very successful in the ratings, and I know his father is very proud.
His father?
Alan.
Oh, yes, The Project.
Currently averaging 19.79
Musicologist joke right there.
19.79 million viewers per episode.
The Big Bang Theory?
Sick.
You watch The Big Bang Theory?
I've seen it once in a while,
Yeah.
but, you know.
I don't watch
How many viewers average?
19.79 million viewers.
And if you put them all on a scale, total weight, 50 million pounds. They're all skinny.
That's right.
All right, moving on here. This is the latest. Were you aware that they're making a James Brown biopic?
Yes.
No, I'm
Yes.
excited. You were aware of that?
Yes.
Okay, I was not.
Who's
gonna star in it?
I was pulling for Bruno Mars. I don't know if they've announced anything yet.
It's Chadwick Boseman, apparently.
White guy?
No, no.
Kidding.
It's getting rave early reviews, but I wasn't aware that this movie was coming out. I just saw it and I said, that's interesting. Would you go see a movie like that in the theaters?
Only if Kenan Thompson was the lead.
So you're not a big fan?
Finally pulled that name. Kenan Thompson. No, I love James Brown. I'm a huge fan of James Brown.
If they capture some of the excitement,
but boys get a good education.
It's the same guy who played Jackie Robinson in 42.
Okay.
Okay.
He's the it guy right now. Seems to be
I
getting
saw
all the big
42.
leads.
Great movie.
Good movie.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I didn't think it was a great movie.
Oh, what
I think
happened?
they could have dealt with it a lot better.
What'd you think they could have done differently?
You know what? I'd have to go back and review. I know that I was kind of half interested halfway through, and that's not the way I should feel about it.
I think that they could have done a much better job by not putting Harrison Ford in it.
The kind of tiring Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
Lazy. Branch Rickey could have been played by a better guy.
Something sizzling.
Yesterday, you mentioned Lindsay Lohan. Her hit list allegedly got leaked of men that she slept with.
Right.
Seth Rogen was on TV last night.
Oh, okay,
and he released his own hit list.
That's funny.
Of people he smoked weed with.
It's too funny.
Some notables include Sarah Silverman,
Yeah.
Paul Rudd, lots lots of times, and Jonah Hill a few times, and including Snoop Dogg once in a while. I will say that I was shocked to hear this. That James Franco, who he was in Pineapple Express with, doesn't smoke weed.
Didn't make the list.
And he acted like a pothead that entire film.
I would have lost a lot of money betting on that.
Yeah.
Spring break.
So you've got two different hit lists.
Spring break.
Now, but has anyone smoked pot with him and banged Lindsay Lohan? That would be something, wouldn't it?
Well, that is Oscar Razzi for today.
Thank you, Oscar. We appreciate that. We will take a break, come back with Rob and the Magic Audio Vault right here on the Mike O'Mara Show as we are winding down. I'm getting a little emotional here. Not. We'll take a break. Come right back on the Mike O'Mara Show. Oh, yeah.
One of your favorites.
You're listening to Prince, everybody. This is Power 105 WAVA. Your chance to win a Power Porsche coming up in just about 15 minutes. Hope you enjoy the weekend. Yeah. Prince is coming to the Verizon Center this coming weekend. Hope you get a chance to get your tickets. Get on the power line right now. I don't know where the hook is on this particular one, but we're going to hit it for you right now. The Power Porsche coming up in moments right here on Power 105 WAVA.
Wow!
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to the show. Brought to you by SeatGeek.com. When you want to see a game or a concert, what's the toughest thing to deal with? Getting the best tickets at the best price. Problem solved with SeatGeek.com. SeatGeek.com is the best way for you to save money on all your game and concert tickets, and it's absolutely FRW free. They search all the major ticket sites and put them in one place so you can shop for the best price all in one location. It's like Kayak or Orbitz for tickets. SeatGeek even rates the tickets so you can see the best value. A green dot for a great deal and a red dot for a bad one. Nobody else does that except for SeatGeek. SeatGeek has real photos from seat locations so you can see exactly what your view will be, and SeatGeek does it all with no extra fees. Start using this free service today and use our promo code TMOS to get $20 off your first purchase of $120 or more. Your ticket to every ticket at SeatGeek. Let's open up the audio vault for today. This is Friday, March 14, 2014. Rob Spiewak.
We lost one of the big ones yesterday, and I didn't even realize that this guy, who you don't know by name but you will know by voice, lived in Loudoun County.
Really?
He was a local guy.
Another Billy Big Voice guy.
Yeah, he had a farm in Loudoun County. He was 89, I believe, and died of pancreatic cancer. His name is Hal Douglas. And alongside with the late Don LaFontaine, the movie trailer guy.
Now, Don LaFontaine, and I want to clear some... was the In a World guy.
Yes.
I don't doubt that this guy, Larson was his name?
Hal Douglas.
Hal Douglas? Okay, Hal Douglas. I got the L and the A in there.
Right.
Hal Douglas did probably some trailers within a world, but Don LaFontaine, that was his big deal.
That was his deal.
But this guy's an incredibly recognizable
You'll know Forrest Gump, Lethal Weapon, Philadelphia.
Huge movies.
This is his actual demo reel from his website. So
you'll know the voice.
If you're looking to hire him, you would hear this.
Hal Douglas. Never before has the reality of the ultimate sacrifice hit so close to home.
At our house, he is the known soldier, and we're proud to know him.
A Seventh Heaven landmark event on the WB Monday. A story this big can only be told on the world's largest screens.
So that's his voice. Everybody knows it. And it is
so unique. Nobody had a voice like that.
But what is so great is that, like so many people in his business, he did have a sense of humor.
Right.
This is from the trailer to the Jerry Seinfeld movie Comedian.
Okay.
And the trailer never showed Seinfeld. Never really mentioned the movie. It's just him in a recording studio. Another perfect read, and a lesser talent could not pull this off. This is the late Hal Douglas.
In a world where laughter was king.
No in a world, Jack.
What do you mean, no in a world?
It's not that kind of movie.
Oh? Okay. In a land that...
No in a land either.
In a time...
No, I don't think so.
In a land before time.
It's about a comedian, Jack.
One man.
No.
When your life is no longer your own.
What does that mean?
When everything you know is wrong.
That's wrong.
In an outpost.
No.
On the edge of space.
It's no space.
A girl.
No.
Two girls.
No.
Now.
No.
More than ever.
Stop it.
A renegade cop.
I hate you.
A robot renegade cop.
You're fired.
You're fired.
No, you're actually fired.
I'm fired.
Get out of the booth, Jack.
No.
I like it in here.
He will be truly missed.
He's also a vet. I never even knew this. A voiceover artist. He started his career after he was a pilot in World War II.
Wow, that is
in the
great.
Navy.
He credited his voice to proper use of his diaphragm. He said it gave him balls.
That is incredible.
Neat guy, great career, and he will truly be missed.
And they should probably send that piece of advice over to every single anchor on WTOP.
Oh my God, yeah. And you know who's doing a lot of voiceover now is the father from Married with Children. What's his name? From
Ed O'Neill?
Ed O'Neill is doing allergy medicines.
Yeah.
And he's not even like pushing it. It's just him relaxed. And I'm saying, what happened to announcing?
In a world.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
When I've got the cold, I can do it for you. In a world.
The other thing we need, Mike, is the kitten that sounds like a turkey when he eats food.
Okay.
This is a young cat, I believe a rescue cat, and whenever he's fed, this is the sound he makes. It almost makes it worthwhile having a cat.
Oh my God. I hate cats.
But if Khaleesi sounded like this, you would have kept it.
You know the only cat I like? The only cat that I like is Cat 2014.
Hey, stand by for an exciting announcement.
The way.
Okay.
After the book. Did you know, were you cognizant of the fact that Kobe Bryant speaks Italian?
Really?
Here he is at an Italian press conference in 2007 talking about the Lakers. No cue cards, nothing. This is Kobe Bryant talking to the Italian press.
Beh, non so, dipende perché abbiamo avuto molti giocatori che s'hanno fatto male durante il campionato.
Huh?
When did he learn Italian?
He used to deliver pizzas.
Magari hanno giocato 20 partite, 25 partite.
What college did Kobe go to? I'm curious about that.
He went from high school. He went from high school to the pros.
Però adesso
But anyway, that's him speaking Italian. I thought that was pretty
Stone.
cool. Gotta be. Bought it at an airport. Yeah.
I'd love somebody to dig deep and tell me how he was able to speak fluent Italian.
We don't have any time because, Mike, now there's a new charity push online. Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know he has a tank, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if you pledge $10 to his charity, you are entered into a contest where you can fly out
and crush things.
And
number one video on YouTube.
A great Arnold voiceover.
Hi, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Listen to the way he says hi.
Hi,
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm out in the middle of the field.
I've always loved that you have different Arnolds for different times.
How are you?
But this is not that Arnold. This is Excited Arnold.
Yes.
Once again, here he is, Excited Arnold.
Hi, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. After hard work, laboring and slaving away, I finally have achieved my lifelong dream to finally possess my own tank. Look at this. Did you ever feel like this? And you actually wanted to feel like this? You come to LA and crush things in my tank. Let's crush a taxi cab.
Okay, this is funny at a lot of levels, but
then come to LA and smash things in my tank.
I have to remind you, he was the governor of California.
It's hard to believe. Do you have an update on the Kobe?
He grew up in Italy.
What?
There it is.
Yeah, it must be an army brat.
I had no idea.
There it is.
Now,
you just found the sound.
There you go. Now, Mike, I bet when you worked at a music station, you hated playing this record.
I played it a lot.
I know you did. It's Wham's Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper, George Michael and Wham.
And it is really sort of treacly and unpleasant, and it's got that heavy sax sound. But I don't think it's a bad composition, just a bad record. So, remember Postmodern Jukebox, who did the Guns N' Roses song, like a New Orleans jazz combo?
Yes.
Here's their take on Careless Whisper, setting it maybe, 50 years earlier. And it's still got that hot girl singing.
It's a melody that actually works.
It is. It really is. I want you to hear her sing a little bit of it.
I feel so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance.
But tonight or this weekend when you're having a few drinks, go onto YouTube and search Postmodern Jukebox. They do a lot of great takes on modern records done in other styles. And we close actually this week with Jimmy Fallon. Did you realize that America's Funniest Home Videos was still on the air?
I had no idea.
My kids still watch it, but sadly, Mike, tragically even, Tom Bergeron is leaving America's Funniest Home Videos.
This is a little bittersweet. I saw that my man Tom Bergeron is stepping down as host of America's Funniest Home Videos after 13 years. I mean, I like that guy. Can you imagine America's Funniest Home Videos without Tom Bergeron? No. I mean, it would be like, YouTube.
That's your magic audio vault. Hey, so long, Manassas. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you, Manassas. We appreciated you. Thanks so much.
I know you did.
So long. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. Anyway, the Mike O'Mara Show correspondence can be sent to P.O. Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia 20177. For all technical support questions regarding the show, contact our man Matthew Bloom, Ponyboy at MikeO'MaraShow.com. And seriously, to the city of Manassas, lick it. Thank you very much. So long, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.
Wait, don't go. I need to tell you that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website, always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.